Hello and welcome to Let's Dance with Charlotte Elizabeth. That's me. So, this podcast is going to cover everything from dance, health, fitness. I will include how to prepare for your first dance for your wedding or using that kind of scenario for special occasions. There will be planning hen parties and ideas for planning hen parties, but the main focus of this podcast is dance. I am the owner of Feel the Beats UK, and I'm going to get you all moving. So let's get on with the show.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Dance with Charlotte. If I'm looking off to the side, it's because I've got a few notes on my phone to try and keep me on track. But also, at the time of you listening or watching this episode, I'm actually by a pool. I'm currently away on annual leave. Um, so I just did a bit more of a get to know me episode rather than kind of losing tack. So, yeah, I'm currently by a pool in glorious sunshine, enjoying myself, pondering on all things dance, all things business. So, today's episode is all about kind of the key things that dance has taught me about life because dance is such a powerful tool. So, this is some key things that it's helped me learn, push through when times are tough. So, like I say, I'm technically by a pool right now. The power of technology. Um, so number one, nearly lost my phone then. Number one is progress over perfection. Now, I am a massive perfectionist. Um, you will probably feel it a little bit through the podcast. You'll certainly see it through my social media and how I do things that I plan everything within an inch of its life before I will take any action. However, I am learning and reminding myself that when I did performances, if we went wrong, we had to carry on. You couldn't go, oh, sorry, can you start again? Because it doesn't work like that, and life doesn't work like that. You don't get a replay button. You have to carry on. So, when times are hard, when you're questioning, why am I doing this? Why am I planning a wedding? Why am I working umpteen hours a week, trying to keep a home life, kids, whatever your thing may be, keep going. Work through the stumbles because they teach you so much. I have had many a stumble, many a time where I've wanted to throw the towel in. I wanted to hit replay, restart, rewind, start again. Oh, I did that wrong. Can I just redo that? And you could argue that in some ways I'm doing that with this business now because yes, I've been running for 9 years. This business is new. So I'm getting to put all of the mistakes, and they're not mistakes because there's things I've learned, but I'm getting to put those all into practice this time. But I'm not being a perfectionist on it. So progress over perfection. Um, you're never too old. Absolutely never too old. Um, I speak to so many people all the time who are like, oh, I wish I'd learnt to dance as a kid. So go and learn now. There's absolutely nothing stopping you. Dance has no age limit. You just need to go and find the thing that's for you, whether it's going to an adult ballet class, whether it's going to a Sarot class, it might be your weekly Zumba class or your Pilates class. You might be a tap. You might go, actually, I really want to do tap. I love the rhythms of tap. I'm going to go and do tap. Fine. You're never too old and it's never too late. The only time it is too late, and this is a bit morbid, but the only time it's too late is when you're on your deathbed. And life is too short for the I wish. On your last day on earth, you do not want to be lying there. I wish I'd done this. You want to be, I'm so glad I did this. You're never too late. Absolutely never too late. I thought I was too late to scrap everything and start again. was like, oh, I've been doing it for 9 years. I've just got to keep going. But actually, keep going was the wrong thing and is the wrong thing. I'm only 32 at the time of this recording. Well, no, I'm not 32. I'm 32 at the end of this year. I'm 31. I just aged myself. So I'm 31. I don't have any kids as yet. There's just me and my partner and our day jobs. The world is my oyster, as they say. It's never too late. Unless you say it is. So that's that one. Um, I'm not really numbering them as such. I'd got five. I was like, I'm not going to do five. Five feels a bit soapboxy, and I don't want these to be soapbox episodes. So these kind of blend that we see a lot about mindset. Mindset is something that I am currently working on in many forms. Money mindset, my own self-doubt about what it is I do as a business, trusting that I am an expert in what I do. Um, because there are times where I don't feel like an expert. I'm just a dance teacher. I'm just good at, I know how to teach. Yeah, it makes me an expert because against you as the listener, you probably don't know how to teach dance. Makes me an expert. And that's all an expert is. Knowing how to do something better than someone else. Simple as that. So I get in my head. At the time of this recording, I was going to be putting out a dance library for whilst I'm away. And in the process of trying to film that dance library, I couldn't remember my own choreography. I was struggling. I was trying to do a video of the routine of me teaching it, and then a video of the actual routine. But I couldn't remember my own choreography. And it's because I had put so much pressure on myself. Yes, I'm borderline dyslexic, but I'd put so much pressure on myself to have these perfect videos. Remember, progress over perfection. These perfect videos for whilst I'm away to have some money coming in that actually, and I was putting so much pressure into this business actually working that I was forgetting that I have a full-time job. I'm preparing to go away. I'm writing a book. I've just restarted everything. So stop. And I hit a bit of a spiral. The night that I decided, no, I'm not doing the dance library, I sat there crying. Crying in frustration that I had spent time filming some episodes or series or videos that were not going to get used because they were now no longer relevant. I felt I'd wasted my time. What it had taught me was one, that's not actually what I want to do, that I don't want to do a dance library. And that's why my brain was struggling to remember because it was trying to tell me, you don't want to do this. So mindset is great, but music shifts your mood. So I was in that spiral. I hit my music playlist, I put it on shuffle, and instantly my mood changed. And that's where I had the realization that, yeah, I want to have a kind of a regular income to the business or a passive income, as they call it. But I don't want to do it through a dance library because that's too stressful. I want it to be fun. One of my core values is fun. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. You could argue these podcasts aren't fun. They're hard work trying to think of different topics and not make them too rambly or too soapboxy. But I do quite enjoy it. I'm getting to put my expertise out. It is a little bit weird sitting and looking at yourself at the laptop and basically talking to yourself, particularly when you're home alone and in your head you're like, I sound like a crazy person. But we roll with it. I'm putting me out there, warts and all. So that, like I say, there's going to be different episodes. They're not all necessarily going to be about dance. Some are going to be about things that I've learned along the way. So they're my three. I'm going to go with three. Progress over perfection. Music shifts your mood. And you're never too old. Now, I know that's in different order than what I actually talked them in, but they're your three. Progress over perfection. You are never too old. music shifts your mood. So, whilst I am sunning myself by a pool, maybe with a cocktail or two, my reminder to you today is go and do the thing you've always wanted to do and have fun with it. I'd love to know what that thing is that you go and do, and I'll come back to them all when I'm back from sunny roads. And I'll see you on the next episode.